Mayor and members of council, back in 2017, at the end of the calendar year, we as staff had a conversation of everything that we're doing, and it would be important to have a year in review to look back because people forget how much work we do with such a small staff. And so this is my last year in review with you, and I hope that something similar is continued, whether it's through the mayor or just somehow through the town, because we do a lot with the small number of people that are actually working here. And this report is mainly focused, I mean, there's a lot in the background, but this is mainly focused on the things that the people see, the businesses and the residents in the community and those that visit. Everything starts with how financially viable this town is. And at the very beginning of the year, as we've been doing for many, many years, we received the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting from what was the CAFR, it's now called the ACFR, from GFOA for our fiscal year 22 report. That was the 25th year in a row. And then the middle of this year was the end of the fiscal year of 23. We ended that fiscal year exceeding our annual budget projects for revenues and under our spending expenses. And that enables us to move forward with our new fire department and maintain and improve our roads, manage our water resources and utilities, and spend all the money that we're spending tonight, and so on. So we are really in good financial position. And then this council adopted the fiscal year 23-24 budget with structurally balanced spending plan and the resources to deliver the high quality public services to our community. And then also important is that that budget received the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award from GFOA for fiscal year 24. And this is the fourth year that we've gotten that award. So that allows us to move forward with these projects. And I've organized these a little differently. The next few slides are on community collaboration. These are projects that we've worked with other agencies and organizations with. And in 22, the 30 acres of the land preserved as open space that abuts Spur Cross Conservation Area was funded. The town funded 50% of the cost to purchase that land, and Maricopa County paid the other 50% back in November of 22. But this year, we had the ribbon cutting ceremony on April 11th, recognizing the preservation of that land, and that's important to note. Secondly, the collaboration with the Foothills Food Bank, the pantry, and the Public Works Utilities offices was a collaboration. The lease agreements were approved by the council in 2022, but we held our groundbreaking ceremony October 5th. We also have community collaboration with our Cave Creek Rodeo, and we're going to talk more about specifically for this year under the infrastructure improvements. And the local landmarks program was adopted in 2021 by the council by resolution. This year, 7 new entities were recognized, being Desert Foothills Library, Horny Toad Restaurant, Buffalo Chip Saloon, El Encanto Indian Village, Black Mountain Feed, and Sans Souci French Restaurant. So we continue to work on that project. So next we go to the Cave Creek Town Core. There's been a big focus the second half of this calendar year with projects and of course, starting with the Town Core Plan. We've held 2 public meetings to get input. We created the web page and allow public to review and comment on the core plan that way. The Planning Commission had a couple of public meetings, and as we announced earlier, they'll have a public hearing and meeting this Thursday. And then that process comes to the town council for public hearing, discussion, and eventually approval. And we focused on the rehabilitation of our medians with the additional native planting project and relocation of various cacti. 28 saguaros, 64 beryl, cactus, 21 hedgehog, 5 ocotillo were transplanted into the medians. Okay, and then the next slide is the pathways. So we went over the presentation of what we're currently doing, but we are focusing on the town core and adding to and improving the pedestrian pathways for our safety. That's been a key discussion also with the pedestrian traffic safety. In the town core crosswalks, we've already commenced design of the 3 rapid rectangular flashing beacon sites, and staff is looking into other means of slowing down the traffic as they enter into the town core. And we are looking at the enforcement options. I know the town marshal's been out there, and collecting the data from the sheriff's office on the added enforcement in the town core there. We're on to infrastructure improvements. This is the development services worked with the Cape Creek Memorial Rodeo Arena, and the photo on the left is the inside of the brand new restrooms that have been added. And then on the right, we've relocated storage containers and rehabbed the existing hospitality building that is used for the PRCA event and others, but primarily that's our biggest event right now. Okay, and then on to Public Works. The big hit was the damaged welcome sign, and our engineer came to the rescue and found a business that could actually replace it with very, very close monument sign, and that was installed right after Thanksgiving. They've been working on their road projects. A Royal Road connection has been made, and that is the making the final connection within our right of way and the easements to the east. And so the before and after photos are shown. Next is the Public Works Morningstar and 54th Street rehabilitation on the next page, next slide. And that shows the before and after from the spring rains and all the deep potholes project that they had in the budget. Okay, and next is utilities. We've heard from Sean meeting after meeting, so I'm not going to go into every little detail. But the most important things are things in the town core and things that are helping us measure our data so that we know if our water losses and what they are. So we're going to start with the collection system in the Stagecoach Village and Cave Creek Road by Mountainside Pub has been a problem area for a long time with ongoing odor issues. And so they have completed those repairs, and they've upgraded the Stagecoach lift station and et cetera. Let's go into the next slide with the water treatment. The water treatment plant, the staffing has been one of our biggest challenges this year, but they have done a good job getting through and getting the projects done. The new flow meters were added and calibrated to improve the accounting of water at the plant. This is key for our water accountability and making sure we address water loss and conservation measures. The next slide is the Phoenix Interconnect. We went through the MGC and Black and Beach agreements tonight, but this is the rendering from the northeast of what that site would look like. So you can see the water reservoir is into the ground, and the fencing, instead of spending a lot of money for the block fence, this is the metal panels that they are proposing. Okay, the next slide is the water distribution system. Again, we're back to the leaking service lines. They used to just fix those leaks with bands. They now replace the entire service line as a permanent solution, so you don't have leak after leak in the same spot. And we have started our meter replacement program. Again, better readings, better accountability, so we know, and eventually we'll be able to let customers know if if they have a leak, we'll be able to notice that sooner and get in touch with them. And then the interconnect side at 24th and Cloud Road between Cave Creek and Desert Hills. Now we get the real-time flow and pressure data from that site. And then infrastructure improvements with public safety. This year in January 3rd was the first anniversary of the startup of our Cave Creek Emergency Fire and Medical Services. And on January 9th, the town accepted the Firehouse Subs Public Safety Foundation grant for $28,743. And we took delivery of that EMS trail ATV on June 1st. And so that photo is shown. And then the council approved November 6th, the contract for the remodel of Cave Creek Fire Station. And that will be completed the end of 2024. The rendering is in the photo on the bottom left. And the second review, or the second go round on the permit, is out for review with staff, and we're hoping to finalize that and get that back out this week so we can move on giving them the "we're ready to go" sign so that we can complete the project on time. And that's an entire year in a nutshell.
That's it?
That's all written. That's it. I cut a lot out because it's too long and we had a long meeting.
Very good, Carrie.
Yes.
Thank you so much to you and all your staff.
Mhm.
Well done, that's right.
Indeed.
It's been a great year, Carrie. And as you wind down your career, you got some accolades tonight from just regular people in town. And I want to add mine and just say we thank you for all you've done for the town. And there's some great achievements in here. I mean, Spur Cross, the fire company, it just goes on. And the town's safer, the water's better.
The roads are bad.
The roads are better. There is no area of the town that you and staff have not improved. So
It's
congratulations.
been a big team effort. I'm just up here and I got all these people that are really good workers and they just get the job done. They come together.
And to those in the room, thank you too.
Yes,
Mhm.
all of you.